Yeah, you know what it is. It's your boy Guess Who. You now tapped into Streetnerdz Radio, the number one station in the streets right now. We got a special guest in the building. What's up, bro?
You already know who it is, man. The kid, NYC come, man. Regular.
Man, that's what's up, man. So before we get started, I want to give a special thanks and shout out to our sponsors and the platform that makes it all happen. So first, want to give a shout out to XVTV and the Swim Club. Also want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Paramore. You can see right now, you got the drip on. Hoodies on deck right now. Tap in with Breezy, tap in with me, tap in with Sonny, Kyle, Pope, and get this. Shout out to T's Chicken Trap. You need
Shout out to T's
all the dope food. Man, we got it at T's Chicken Trap, so make sure you tap in. Also want to shout out to Coast to Coast.
For
New
sure.
Swim Club strain coming. New Bad Bitches Drink Water coming. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Sonny.
Fuck Sonny.
That's crazy work, bro.
Off rip.
Alfred, hey.
Fuck Sonny. The only nigga I let get a diss track off on me.
The only thing you let it get a distraction. So let's unpack it. Shout out to all our sponsors. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let's jump into the interview.
Please.
So look, bro. Fuck Sonny.
Fuck Sonny. Fuck Sonny.
The only nigga you let drop a diss song on.
I'm the only nigga I'll let drop a diss track on me. It's hard too. I ain't gonna lie.
So what's the relationship like with you and Sonny? Well, before we get there,
That's hella deep. That's hella deep
yeah,
already.
let's jump into some shit already. Let's get some background information of who you are, where you from, bro.
Sure.
Where you from and how'd you grow up?
I'm from the Bronx, New York. I feel like that's self-explanatory for itself. I grew up real, like, I don't know. I grew up real cultured and shit like that because that's part of the city is very cultured. So, you feel me? Great music. That's why I make great music. I don't know. It was fun.
What was childhood like for you growing up?
Reckless. I remember getting shot at hella times. But it was fun though. Like
As a kid?
Yeah, as a kid. I ain't gonna lie, when I was at a basketball game, we had got shot at the basketball game. I had to go get the basketball. It was very fucked up. But it was lit though because we survived.
Man, so growing up in the Bronx, at what age would you say you started doing music?
I'd probably say like 8, 9, maybe. But I wasn't really like recording though. I was more like writing though, type shit. Like I would just write every time. I won't record.
What made you though? Like can you remember the time, the moment, the place where that was something that like you wanted to do? Like,
I'll take it back. I wouldn't even say 9. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't say 9. I'll say like 5. I think the day that I realized I wanted to do this was like, I think fucking Music Choice was on. It's like 2009. Drake had came out with Find Your Love. And I had learned that song front and back. And then from that day on, I was like, this is what I want to do, for sure.
And what about that? It was what about that song? Because you were very specific about that song. What was it about that song?
I don't know. I think it was because for one, that was my first time ever having a crush on somebody. And I think like the song. I don't know her name.
Who was the crush?
It was a little girl. And like, it was like first grade. Maybe kindergarten or some shit.
Can't remember her name?
Oh, her name was Ikea. I remember that. I remember how fucked up it was.
In the Bronx?
Nah, this actually is in Florida. This when I left. I had to leave New York and went to Florida.
So when did that all happen?
That's like, what, 09? Maybe 09 to 2010.
That's when you moved to Florida?
Yeah, I was only there for a year though. And then went back to New York.
And when did you move to Vegas?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
And what caused the move?
I don't know. I think I just wanted to, my family wanted to change and everything, well, especially with me. So they wanted me to come out here. I didn't want to come out here though at first. I wanted to stay in New York.
What was that conversation like?
It was with my grandmother. My cousin was leaving. He was going back to Virginia and shit like that. So then it was like, then I was ended up leaving too. She was like, well, you already know what New York is like. So just go out and experience something else. And I'm like the first one in my family to go across the country. I fuck with it.
So
I hated it though.
You hated it at first?
I hated it at first.
What were your thoughts when you get to Las Vegas? What was the biggest culture shock?
I'm gonna say my thoughts before. I didn't think that there was any people here. I thought Vegas was just the strip. Like I thought that's where old people go to, like, you know, gamblers like that. And then I ended up finding out there was people here. Feel me? Obviously very different from me because I come from a whole different like place. It's a whole different type of food and all types of shit like that. But I hate
biggest culture shock.
It wasn't really a culture shock because after a while I started to realize that Vegas was just like New York, just like just small. Everything is like just like New York. I relate to it.
What is something that you miss about home?
The food. The food and the music, I think, and just the energy in general. Like New York energy is different from everything else. For sure. And then the food.
Describe its energy.
It's like me. It's like vibrant. It's in your face. It's very loud. Very crowd controlling. Like when you there, you gotta watch everything move. And I feel like when you a person that grows up there or inspired by there, you move the same way.
How does where you from influence your music?
It influences it a lot because it's especially when you're doing hip hop because that's where it's from. So it's like I be feeling like sometimes I gotta prove something because I am from there. So it's like I gotta stand on a lot of principles when it comes to that. Because I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for a whole city of people or a whole borough of people.
Moving to Las Vegas, we can't say that you're on yet. But if you blow up out of Las Vegas, would you consider yourself a Las Vegas rapper?
Nah, I'll just consider stuff like I'll consider Vegas like a second home though, cause like J. Cole got his start in New York, but he's still repping North Carolina, so I won't do that. I'll just say this is my second home. If I come here, I'm good.
The music scene. What is the biggest difference between New York's music scene and Las Vegas's?
I would say Las Vegas got more it's more competition based than it is in New York. Like everybody in New York now want to work together and get on songs with each other and shit like that. Everybody got more of a clique. Everybody out here just more like to themselves, except for us. But as you can see, we inspire them people to get clicked up too. But it's hella competition based for sure. But I think that's because it's a young city. You don't notice how much Vegas got to grow until you really like do the history and stuff like that. Like New York City been a thing for a minute now. Vegas still growing, especially when it comes to like that.
Outside looking in, coming to a new place, getting into that music scene, already having somewhat some success here. What would you say is needed for somebody from Las Vegas to get to the next level? And what would you consider the next level?
I would say, like, find your own sound though. I feel like everybody is working off of sounds that they hear, especially from New York or like from California. So I feel like they got to get out of that California like phase. I feel like California try to like sun them a little bit, make it seem like big little brother, and I feel like they could be more. So it's like I think everybody's need their own sound and to work together too, because you can't find it on your own. You can find a solid team. You really do need a solid team for sure.
With your music, how would you describe what's your sound like? What makes you different from everybody else? Everybody make music. What separates NYC Kyle from the rest of the pack?
I think it's like how deep or in tune I am with like certain emotions and shit, and how I can like talk about something you can really feel it. I think that's one thing. A lot of people would hit me up and be like, they really can feel it and they love it, and they like, I don't know, like reflects their life on themselves. So like, I don't know. I just be trying to make it seem more what is it?
Authentic?
Yeah, authentic and relatable. That's what I focus on. The relatability and stuff. That's why I listen to Drake.
So when you speak about relatability, a lot of people would, especially with music, they'll hand in hand that with being vulnerable with your music, at least being able to tell your story. Is it hard for you to open up and tell your story, or do you find it easy when you make your music to like?
It is hard, but I feel like I want to do it the most when I'm making music though. And I think that's what makes a great song too. Like the fact that I want to do it and really open up about things. Because then in return, it helps other people open up about themselves and shit. Because you can bar people up all day. You can rap and use metaphors all day, but it's like some people not going to get it. And we better to like talk about things that's relatable, like relationships. And me, only being around for 20 years, I've been through a lot of stuff and going through a lot of stuff. So it's easy for me to channel those things and get it right.
What's the one song that you feel like you was the most vulnerable on, or have you made the song that you feel like is the most vulnerable you've been, like your story, the deepest you've been on a song? Do you have that yet? And if so, what is that song?
I got a couple of those. I think the one that everyone else has heard would be my first song. It's called Words to Myself. I think that's the most, because it's like, it's in depth, like going deep into a relationship that I have, or going in deep into a relationship that I heard other people have. It's just that song, and I have another song. I forgot what it's called. But I got multiple songs like that. For sure.
In a generation where everybody's so gang, shoot 'em up, bang bang. What separate? What helped you navigate away from that?
I think it's because I'm in the middle though. I think it's because it's like I'm like halfway square and halfway like in that field. So it's like I think being a voice for the people in the middle of that be turned. Cause I can do everything. I think that's how I stay grounded with that like that. Cause it's a whole different perspective. Cause you got the people who don't do shit like that, who make music and they talk about whatever they do, going out clubbing. You got the people who are in like that type of life and they be talking about bang bang and shit like that. I just want to be in the middle, like what it feels like to be in the middle of that. It feels different for sure. I like telling that story.
Knowing that music is something that everybody wants to do and that sometimes it's hella hard to even make it. What are some things for yourself that you feel like coming up you want to fix, or mistakes or weaknesses that you have that you want to learn from, capitalize, and grow from, that's going to help you get to the next level? And what is the next level? What's the next level?
The next level? I think right now just getting everything together, trying to like do what I always dreamed of doing. I think I'm taking everything a little bit slower than what I normally do because I can't rush things. It's not going to happen the way you want it to when you do that. So I think just finally having a platform and having a space where I can be able to do whatever I think of and then like just executing those things. I think that's the goal for right now. And just giving people good quality music and giving somebody something to listen to when they down. Just something, I don't know, just making an impact on things. That's what I want to do, especially with our team, just make an impact on things.
So you got a project dropping October 25th.
Thanks.
Go ahead and give us the name of it and a little background about that project.
Ladies Love Steezy Boys, October 25th. A background of it, the homie SJ hit me and was like, he liked my sound of music and he wanted to get on an EP together. So it's a combination of beats that we found together and beats that he made that we made some good tracks on. It's like sexy drill based, but we started our own little genre called sexy soul music because it isn't a lot of sexy drill beats on there. It's a lot of fly shit and love and other shit in there. So we're making our own genre. Shit like that. It's good. 8 songs, 3 features.
How long did it take you to make it?
About like 2 months. It was an EP, so it wasn't like I was trying to like more so not freestyle, but just not really write too much and really just go off emotion for real. Maybe I might talk about a situation I was dealing with a young lady and shit like that and try to implement that as far as it'll go, but really try to keep it more bouncy and more like Instagram caption based, something that you could put on a post, shit like that, and something that they can play when it's time to get sneaky and shit like that.
And what mind frame did you have to be to make this project?
Seems
like a very like, you feel what I'm saying, you targeted
assured yourself mindset, like assured yourself, like you know that whatever you're gonna do when you in that studio, you're gonna come out with something fire. So I definitely have to come at it at a place where I'm like, you gotta be, don't think about it too much. Know that you're the one. Know that you'll be able to do whatever you want to do. So yeah. Studio
essentials. What are absolute must-haves?
Absolute must-have, some food. Some food. If I don't eat, then my energy not correct. Sometimes I might have a shot. Sometimes I might not. I don't smoke, so sometimes I might take a shot, just relax myself, especially if I feel anxious about what I'm gonna do. And then we're going from there. And my phone. I need my phone.
So let me give you a scenario, and I want you to give me the best song to play during that scenario.
Out of the EP?
Out of the EP.
No, for sure.
Based on what it is about, I know that I gotta be with a lady, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it like this. It's a Wednesday midweek, taking her on a date. Taking her on a date, I need to set the vibe when I pick her up in the car. What's the song I play?
The song you play? For me, I'll say Baby Girl Poppin' or Baby Be The More. I feel like those songs is just straight to the point, especially if you want some Lover Boy time. And those are the songs where it's like real Lover Boy type. So I feel like those 2 songs would be the ones where you set the vibe and she'll get the idea. Especially Baby Be The More.
So what song would I start with and what song would I follow up with?
You start with Baby Be The More and then you go to Baby Girl Poppin'.
Boom. Right? I take that. We use that. We go into dinner. We have a bomb-ass dinner in a movie. Now I'm headed back to the house. I'm trying to convince her to go to the house. I'm trying to say that without using my words. I'm trying to put on a song to relay my feelings. What song do I play?
You got me like definitely. Another straight to the point, but it's more like in depth. Like she gonna definitely feel what you talking about when you put that on for sure.
She's gonna know what we doing.
She gonna know exactly what we doing.
So now, I got her convinced. That song got her right. Now, we were refreshing it up for the night. What song am I playing first?
Don't Wait on Me. I ain't gonna lie, Don't Wait on Me is tough. Don't Wait on Me is tough.
This is when she getting undressed, she looking fly, you know what I'm saying? We getting comfortable.
Yeah, but you still gotta like keep it P though.
Yeah,
you gotta keep a lot of shit P.
And that's that song.
And Don't Wait on Me for sure.
Alright, now we in the motion. What do I play while I'm getting, what you call it?
Get Nikki.
Yes, what am I playing?
Get Nikki, fuck. I would say, damn. Because these songs like could go for any moment. I'll probably run back Baby Girl Pop. Or I might go Girls Love NYC. I don't know. Damn. I don't know that one. I'm going to skip that one.
Now, we wrapping up. Now we just vibing.
Chilling.
In the night.
In the night, 48 hours. I'm in 48 hours. No, matter of fact, no. Wait. Yeah, 48 hours, for sure. 48 hours. I'll do that too. So that she'll get the idea.
Yeah, I like that. What is your expectations from the project? What are you expecting?
I got amazing expectations. The way these songs is going up, the way every time I drop a song and it goes crazy, I like this shit. But it's been like that since we've been doing it though. Like ever since I've been doing snippets and stuff like that, it's been going crazy. So I got nothing less. And then the way that people be quoting it and wanted me to send it to them early, it's the same way that Steezy Yonsei and Pussy Chips went. So I have a good feeling about this. And it's caption based and it's real like in depth. I really want to see it. But I really want to see the music videos way more. So, for sure.
We're wrapping up the end of the year. What is the biggest lesson that you learned from this year? To
heavy on like making sure I make my own decisions and it's 100% mine. And not worrying about or having someone else's like input on it and having it affect my life. I think that's what helps with music too. Like really just loving what I love and executing it that way, not really trying to make things for the people. But like, I would say not trying to make things for the people's like wants before their needs type shit. Do it for the wants too, but like mainly for the needs, especially during this time of year because it ain't summer no more. So it's like people definitely in their bag, people getting cheated on, people getting heartbroken. Definitely my time to cut in and do what I gotta do.
Biggest accomplishment from this year?
Having 3 songs that's buzzing in the city for sure. That people could come to me and quote every time. I think those is my favorite accomplishments. Dropping Steezy Yonsei and Pussy Chips for sure. Mm-hmm. And building this Steezy World shit to the top where it's going right now.
So when everything ends, there always is a new beginning. 2025 is coming up.
For sure.
What are you looking to do in 2025?
2025, I should be dropping an album. This is just an EP. This is just a little something to keep everybody occupied. You know, something I do love though. This EP is definitely something I do love. But the album is coming soon. So I definitely want to get to that and getting to shooting more videos to that, learning what I like in videos and tapping into more acting too. I definitely do. Sonny got a whole movie he want to do. He want niggas to be actors in it, so definitely tapping into that and stuff, for sure. It's a new year for me. I'm 20 years old. It's a whole new decade for me, so I definitely got to do a lot of good shit. For sure.
Before we get out of here, final words.
Ladies Love Steezy Boys, October 25th. The greatest project of the year in the city right now. I'm calling it right now. Definitely some good songs. I hope everybody enjoys it. I hope y'all keep tapping into the Steezy Dollars. Everything we got going on. Podcast every Wednesday. For me. The kid outside. They can't see him. Regular shit.
There's a young kid who sees everything that you're doing, looks up to you, wants some advice. what is a piece of wisdom, game, or motivation you could give to that young person?
I would say if you're doing this, I would say do it for you. Don't do it for nobody else, especially if you're doing music. If you're doing music, make sure you love it. Make sure you're not doing it for no ulterior motive. Make sure you're really doing it for you and you love it. And I swear it's going to give everything that you need back. Like, it's going to come back to you. Everything that you need is going to give it back. Just got to trust in it. And then keep going, though. Like, even when it gets tough, we done lost people. We done got hurt. But we still keep going. Just keep going. You're going to make it, for sure.
Man, for everybody watching, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what to do. Subscribe to XVTV. Shout out to the Swim Club. I'm not Sonny, but I got to say it for Sonny. Go ahead, Sonny, do it for me.
You said it.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, shout out to me, man. You know me?
Yo, fuck this, man. Sonny. Y'all wasn't supposed to know he was here. Man, Ladies Love Steezy Boys. Greatest project. Y'all go listen to it October 25th. Pre-save it right now.
Like, share, subscribe, and become a member for all exclusive content and new videos first. And we out.